Welcome to Turn Writing Fear Around podcast. Simple methods to overcome fear and start writing again. I'm Elise Hittinger, and I'm the host for your journey to courage. This is episode 24, Techniques for Staying Focused in the Saddle. Ah, this one really hits home for me. I've been to so many horse shows and on so many trail rides. And so many times I've seen things happen that didn't need to happen. And one of the things I've noticed is people don't pay attention to their horse. They'll be talking to their trainer, they'll be talking to a friend, they'll just be checked out on their thoughts, and they really are just a bump on a log. I don't know how else to say it, but that's it. They're a bump on a log. And this can cause problems. They're not noticing signs of things that might come up. So the first technique I'd like to share is your horse is your best friend. You're not going to sit there next to your best friend and completely ignore them while you talk to somebody else. You just wouldn't do that. You're going to include them in the conversation. And you can do the same thing with your horse. When you're on your horse, they're part of your conversation, whatever it is, even if it's silent, even if you're trail riding and you're just relaxing along, have the conversation with your horse even silently. Wow, that's a beautiful tree. Look at how the branches come off of that tree. Whoa, look at how the dirt changes colors from a light to a dark. I wonder what's causing that. Is it a shadow? Wow, look at those beautiful flowers. Oh, I love the crunch of the leaves under your feet. Oh, check out that bird. Listen to the birds singing. Just have the conversation with your horse, even if it's in your head. Make sure that you're playing with your horse, you're in tune with your horse, and let your horse know that you didn't check out. You're still right there with them. And you can also do things like, wow, I can't wait till we get to wherever you're going. Ah, there's a picnic table where we're going. There's a place for you to eat grass. Just you wouldn't be rude to your girlfriend sitting next to you. Don't be rude to your horse. The second thing is to play with movement. This one I love. Even on a tight trail, a single track trail, you can shift the horse's weight to the right, shift it to the left, just even a hair. If you're on a road or a wider area, ride 10 steps on the right side, and then without using the reins, move your horse over to the left side. See if you can do it just off of a weight shift or your thoughts. Ride on the left side for 10 steps, shift back to the right. Ride on the right side for 10 steps, shift back to the left. Be riding along. Make a small circle without touching the reins. See if you can do a circle. See if you can do a circle with just one rein going the opposite direction. So if you want to make a circle to the right, see if you can make a circle using your left rein going to the right. So many things you can play with movement. See if you can get your horse to just stop, take 2 steps back, and then continue on. See if you can get your horse to back up a hill 5 steps. Whatever it is, play with movement. It keeps you focused on your horse. It keeps your horse focused on you. And if you're just sitting there as a bump on a log, your horse isn't in tune with you. Your horse is like, I wonder what's out there. I wonder what's going to get me. I wonder what's over the next ridge. I wonder if there's a deer over there. And if you're saying, hey, let's make a circle. Hey, let's back up a couple steps. Hey, let's move to the left. Let's move to the right. Hey, you could even do a polka dance out of it. Play with your horse with movement. It's wonderful for staying connected. And the third technique for staying focused in the saddle is the police technique. And this I learned at a police clinic that I went and watched. Actually, Binky was in the clinic and she did phenomenal for only her 5th ride post-track. What they said was powerful to me. You know, they can't train their horses for every possible situation in a crowd, but they can train their horses to stay focused on what the police officer is focused on. So if they're trying to move a crowd and they have to move the horses through, they're going to focus 100 feet ahead on something. And they're going to continually move that focus 100 feet, 100 feet, 100 feet. Keep that focus ahead. They're not going to focus on the people that are around them. They're not going to focus on if the people have bottles, the rioting, yelling at them. None of that is in focus. They're focused on where they're going. And guess what? The horse is focused on that. And the horse is like, okay, I know where to go. I know what I got to do. And they go. It was amazing to watch. They had a giant ball. It was as big as the horses. I've seen big balls in the pastures before, but never like this. And they had those horses pushing the balls along. Just while they're walking, the riders are focused way ahead. And none of those horses spooked at that ball. They had the big green man, you know, the airman that you see at a lot of car dealerships, flapping away next to him. None of those horses spooked. Just walked right on by. And these are not police trained horses. These were just horses in a clinic. And like I said, Binky was only 5 rides post-track. And she had no problem doing any of it. Not a single spook. It was eye-opening to see how powerful focus really is. So if you've enjoyed this, I'd love to offer you 3 ways to build courage with your horse. It's just a free guide, easy to follow. It's got 3 tips on building courage with your horse. I'll put a link in the description. See you guys later.